Vice President J.D. Vance condemned Europe and their censorship as Soviet style at the Munich Security Conference last weekend. At the conference, J.D. Vance delivered a forceful critique of the European nations, accusing them of adopting a Soviet style censorship practices. He argued that internal suppression of free speech poses a greater threat to European democracy than external adversaries like Russia or China. He literally opened with that line. Vance highlighted the incidents such as Germany's legal actions against anti-feminist remarks and Sweden's conviction of a Christian activist, suggesting that these actions undermine fundamental democratic values. In a move that sparked further debate, Vance met with Alice Weidel, a leader of a German's far-right Alternative for Deutschland party, the AfD party, and this meeting broke a long-standing diplomatic norm that was seen by many in the U.S. as interference in European domestic policies. German officials, including Chancellor Olaf Scholz, condemned the meeting, emphasizing their commitment to excluding extremist parties from the governance. European leaders are responding with viable discomfort and criticism. German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius altered his planned speech to address Vance's remarks, defending Europeans' approach to free speech and political inclusion. The incident has actually intensified discussions about the future of transatlantic relations with the U.S. and the deeper ideological divide that's happening right now between Europe and us, U.S. The speech also ignited a debate within the United States, where Secretary of State Marco Rubio defended Vance's positions, asserting that the open dialogue is essential to democracies. However, some media officials like Margaret Brennan from CNS, who you may not like as well, challenged that actual view and challenged him on that view, suggesting that the unchecked free speech has historically been weaponized to dangerous ends, referencing events leading up to the Holocaust. This exchange highlighted a complex disclosure in surrounding free speech and its limits. Vance's address and actions at the conference have introduced a new tension in the U.S. relations with Europe. By openly criticizing European policies and engaging in far-right political figures, the U.S. administration appears to be signaling a shift towards a more confrontational and ideological-driven foreign policy. This development raises questions about the future of traditional alliances and shared values for long-term underpinnings from the transatlantic cooperation. This breaks down to, we're not seeing our friends the way we used to. Maybe it's not an actual breakup, but we will be hanging out a whole lot less.